earthlings, and all beings from all realms of existence. This is another magical production from the Magical Moonchild 444 saga. I am your honorable and yet humble host, son of a Sufi, and I welcome you and I love you all. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah barakatuh to all of my Muslim brothers and sisters. Shalom to all of my Hebrew and Jewish brothers and sisters. Greetings to all of my Catholic, greetings to all of my Christian, greetings to all of my Baptist brothers and sisters. Greetings to all denominations of all kinds. All beings are welcome, and all demonic low vibrational energy shall be properly and politely transmuted. However, I rebuke any demons, I rebuke any demonic energy from interrupting with this broadcast. Greetings, love blast energy, greetings to all of the Soul Tribe family, all of our Soul Tribe family. I love you. I love you. Sincerely, unconditionally, and forever. And it is because of that fact that I am compelled to apologize, right? I would like to apologize to all of my Muslim brothers and sisters. I would like to apologize to all of those beings who may have been offended by the broadcast on the last read. Right? Greetings. Greetings. Kevin, what? See, this is prime time, right? This is prime time. Again, all beings are welcome. All beings are welcome. You're welcome to stay and attempt to do whatever it is that you're attempting doing. Thank you for your energetic contribution, Kevin, whoever you are, wasting your time. We will take this energy that you have given to us and transmute it properly, right? Properly. Indeed. So, again, to all of my Muslim brothers and sisters, to all of my religious types who may have been offended, to anyone who may have been offended, you know, the spirit, when spirit speaks, you don't close it, right? However, I do understand that I have a certain type of audience, right? Confirmation. And this is the reason why I apologize. I will continue to use profanity. I will continue to do these things, right? But I just think that the last read in particular may have been a little bit much for some people, right? A little bit much for some people. And so for that, I just would like to apologize, right? And now we may proceed. Right? Because the word humble, see, sometimes confirmation, sometimes we misinterpret that energy, right? However, to be humble is to acknowledge whenever you feel like you may have slightly stepped out of bounds, right? It takes a humble individual to be able to admit, you know, like, okay, maybe I might have went too far, right? So I do not apologize for the message because the message was clear and the message was truth. I just apologize if I have offended anyone, right? So, as the read states, right? As the read states, I, self, Lord, am master. And this is an acronym for Islam. This is an acronym for Islam, right? This acronym, I learned it. I want to say I learned it from one of my 5% brothers. Yeah, I feel like I learned it from one of my 5% brothers, right? But as the post states, confirmation. I, self-Lord, am master. The word Islam means submission to God, confirmation. This is the way of the Sufi, to live in complete submission to the will of God. When doing so, you become immune to all attempts to confuse or distract you. Your determination is fused within God's will, which makes you completely unstoppable. Right? And so, as I was preparing for today's read, Spirit motioned to me. We gonna roll these dice. Right? Oh my goodness. Let's just go with it. We gonna roll these dice. I just like y'all to see something. I was positioning the dice to roll the dice, and I just want you to pay attention to the dice as they are, right? We got 9, we got Leo, and we have Saturn, right? But let's roll these dice, right? Bismillah. 2-2 in the chat as I speak it. I love you all. 2-2 in the chat as I speak it. Bismillah. Oh my goodness. I cannot. Thank you, Spirit. Soul Tribe is in the building. Spirit is in the building. So, as you can see, y'all see how long I shook those dice up? Yeah, we got the number 9. We got the number 9, which presented itself multiple times. I acknowledged it because Spirit told me to acknowledge it. I shook those dice up real good, real nice and long. Y'all saw me, right? I'm on live. Roll the dice again, and sure enough, confirmation. Thank you, Spirit. And sure enough, the number 9 has returned. Yeah, the number 9 has returned. See, when you have non-believers in your space, Spirit has a way of verifying you. Spirit has a way of removing the demonic energy, right? Because the demonic energy cannot sustain, it cannot sustain within the light of God. Within the light of God. And also returning is Leo. Leo, yeah. It was the number 9. It was Leo, right? It was the number 9, and it was Leo, and it was Saturn, right? So right now we have the number 9. We have Leo return again with the number 9. And instead of Saturn, we have instead of Saturn, we have Mars energy. Mars energy. Instead of Saturn, we have Mars energy, right? So we have the number 9. We have the number 9, which has returned, right? The number 9, which has returned. And if you see from this angle, the numbers 7 and 8 are also visible. Spirit says that is also significant. Take it as it resonates. You could have been born on the 7th, the 9th, or the 8th of any particular month, or you could have been born in, right? You could have been born in July, August, or September, right? All are significant. Mars is significant. Yeah. You gonna put somebody is gonna put some action to all this passion. Somebody is gonna put some action behind this passion. Somebody is gonna put some action behind this passion. And when they do, it's gonna be in this lion-hearted, confident energy. It's like someone who is just sure. Someone who is absolutely, positively sure that they are standing in divine timing. Someone who is absolutely, positively sure that they are doing exactly what God has sent them to do. Someone who is absolutely sure that they are in alignment, with their divine destiny, right? And whoever this person is, the lion is very attractive. The lion is very strong. You can be very attractive, very strong. Hey, Spirit say, stop that jazz. Everybody on this fucking live is very attractive and very strong. Everybody on this live is very attractive and very strong, right? So Soul Tribe family, stand the fuck up. Astaghfirullah. However, confirmation. See, we gonna get to it, right? So as I was stating, so we got the energy, right? We got the dice. Now I did that for a specific reason. Right? Spirit told me to do it. Again, when you are in the face of your enemies, when you are in the face of non-believers, when you are in the face of doubters, Spirit has a way of verifying you. God has a way of lifting you up, right? Of lifting you up. So, as I was getting ready for this read, and I was, gathering the notes, how I always do it when we roll the dice. After we roll the dice, and I go to the universal laws, and I go to the teachings of Lord Thoth, right? And we begin to read with that. So as I was gathering my notes and things, I noticed that the number 9 on the teachings of Lord Thoth had not been filled out. I noticed that my notes were not complete, right? Right, because it was 1 through 9. I had all of them except for 9. And so Spirit told me to complete my notes, right? And so as I go to complete my notes, this is what I discovered. and law, and nothing happens without nothing happens outside of divine timing. Everything happens when it's supposed to happen. Everything happens how it's supposed to happen, right? And so it says polarity is the path to ascension. Recognizing, confirmation notification, recognizing and navigating the balance between opposing forces like the light and dark, or spirit and matter. Spirit and matter is essential for spiritual growth and enlightenment. Ascension is achieved by understanding these dualities, not by choosing one over the other. Not by choosing one over the other, but by integrating them to reach a higher state of awareness. What does that mean? It's like you can't be in this space to where you says, oh, no, forget about money. Money, I'm just going to concentrate on my spiritual, right? Because that makes absolutely no sense, first of all, because you need money to survive. But not only that, you have to balance your spiritual with the material world, as above, so below, as within, so without, but also as within, so without, right? It's like as within, so without, but as within, so without. Like you have to be in the world, but not of the world. Yeah, it's astaghfirullah. You don't have to be anything. You can do whatever you want to do. I don't want anyone to think that I'm telling anyone what to do. I am just channeling spirit. 4/4 everywhere, right? But it's like when you find that balance, right? You can't just focus totally on the money, because then your spirit will take a hit, right? It's like you can't focus totally on the money, then your spirit will take a hit. That's why it's like, that's why some people misunderstand the concept of selling your soul. Selling your soul would be if I accepted a job that was paying me goo gobs of money, no matter if it contradicted the person that I am, right? No matter if it contradicted my morals, no matter if it contradicted my beliefs, right? That's selling your soul, right? Now you can sell your soul for more than just money, though. You can sell your soul for more than just money, but when you compromise your ethics like that, when you compromise your that's selling your soul. However, the balance of light and dark, back to the balance of light and dark, shadow and ego, right? And then your highest self, shadow and ego, and then your highest self, then your God-like self, right? But there has to be a balance. Confirmation, there has to be a balance. You can't concentrate solely on your higher self. You can't do it. Your shadow will destroy you when you least expect it. See, when you get so high and mighty, when you get so high and mighty inside of your spirit, right? And you're in this space to where, no low vibrational energy and yada, yada, whatever. Sometimes you forget that thank you, spirit. Sometimes you forget that you still have your ego. Sometimes you forget that you still have your shadow. Sometimes you forget, if even just for a second, right? And when that happens, your shadow will come tap dance on your fucking platform. Astaghfirullah. Your shadow will come tap dance. It will come tap dance. Yeah, your shadow will do a tap dance. Like, you thought I wasn't here? You thought I wasn't here, but here I am, right? Here I am. But Islam and the submission to God is when you understand, when you understand and realize that there is no Savior coming to save you. Astaghfirullah. And that is not got anything to do with Esau. I know, Lance, you know, people, they grab onto what they grab onto, but I just would like to state for the record that has nothing to do with Esau. I'm not talking about Jesus. I'm not talking about Jesus, right? There is no savior coming to save you. You must save yourself. And that's why I, self-Lord, am master. The complete submission to God. The complete submission to God, right? Submit into the will of Allah. Submit to the will of Allah is when you understand, astaghfirullah, when you understand that everything that happens is supposed to happen according to how you take action. I need to state that because no destiny is in stone. You can do things to alter your destiny. You can do things to alter your destiny. Yes. No. Yeah. It's when you step into an alternate timeline. That's it. That's all that's it. You can do things to alter your destiny. You just step into an alternate timeline because every version of you exists. Allahu Akbar. It says, ascension is achieved by understanding these dualities, not by choosing one over the other, but by integrating them to reach a higher state of awareness. This involves a process of self-knowledge where the individual understands their connection to the world of light. Their connection to the world of light. Yeah, their connection to the world of light. Right? And so, Spirit motioned me to continue. So that is the path to ascension, right? The path of the Sufi. The Sufi path is total loving confirmation. Surrender to God and the aspiration to see in every human, animal, plant, and mineral being the full manifestation of God. This is the Sufi path. This is the Sufi path. Sufism is a form of Islamic mysticism that emphasizes a spiritual path to achieve direct personal knowledge of God through love. Through love. Through love. I'm not making it up. Meditation and purification of the soul. Key beliefs include that the purpose of life is not to return to a state, that the purpose of life is to return to a state of spiritual purity, which is called Fithra, right? Fithra, confirmation. And to experience divine presence in this life, not just in the afterlife. Sufis practice rituals like dhikr, which is called remembrance, and may engage in practices like poetry, music, and dance, which is called sama, to foster closeness with God. Direct knowledge of God is, so the ultimate goal is to have a mystical experience of the divine. I'm not making it up. This is what Spirit motioned me to look at. This is what Spirit told me to recite to you all. Because I needed a reminder of who I am. I needed a reminder of what I represent. The word humble. Son of a Sufi. Allahu Akbar. I got a little bit more to share with you all, and then we're going to begin to read. And whoever is left at this read, that's who this read is meant for. And it's definitely that time of day. It's definitely on that frequency. The term Sufi was applied to Muslim ascetics who clothed themselves in coarse garments of wool. From it comes the form tasawwuf for mysticism. There are excellent guides to Islamic mysticism, and all that is necessary by way of introduction is to give some idea of how Sufi and Sufism context of this study on mystical ways and their expression in orders. I define the word Sufi in wide terms by applying it to anyone who believes that it is possible to have direct experience of God, and who is prepared to go out of his way to put himself in a state whereby he may be enabled to do this. Allahu Akbar. It says, many will not be happy about this definition, but I find it the only possible way to embrace all the varieties of people involved in the orders. The term Sufism is used in this book equally comprehensive. It embraces those tendencies in Islam which aim at direct communion between God and man. It is a sphere of spiritual experience which runs parallel to the mainstream of Islamic consciousness, deriving from prophetic revelation and comprehended within the Sharia and theology. This contrast is the reason for the enmity legalists have borne towards Sufism. Yada yada. It says, it says, mysticism is a particular method of approach to reality, making use of intuitive and emotional spiritual faculties, which are generally dormant and latent unless called into play through training under guidance. This training, thought of as traveling the path. So no matter whether you, yes, indeed. No matter whether you are traveling the path to ascension or traveling the path of the Sufi, they are essentially one and the same. We also have the 12th universal law, right? The 12 universal laws and the 9th universal law, right? The law of relativity. In order for us to develop, we have to go through a series of problems while remaining connected to our hearts. This law also teaches us to compare our problems with other people's problems. No matter how difficult the situation may be, there will always be someone else in a worse position. I promise you. It could always be worse. We face many problems daily, thinking it can't be worse than the problems faced in Russia. However, this is not, right? It could always be worse. The law of relativity, right? The law of relativity. So there is significance on being mindful, right? About your shadow and balancing the light and dark energies within your spirit, right? Balancing the light and dark energies within your spirit. Never forget that you have a shadow, because your shadow will creep up and do a tap dance on you, right? Your shadow will creep up and do a tap dance on you. See, humbleness is the ability to admit when you may have stepped outside of your circle of comfort for yourself and others. So make no mistake about it. When I apologize, I am apologizing to myself, which is you. I am apologizing to the part of me within you and the part of you within me, vice versa. The same way. I'm apologizing to the God within, right? Apologizing. And so I say that to say this. Your shadow will creep up on you and do a tap dance. Do a whole put on the whole show. Put on the whole show, yeah. Because you forgot that it existed. So never forget that your shadow exists. Acknowledge your shadow always, but don't allow your shadow to control any of your actions. Yeah, don't allow your shadow to control any of your actions. You gotta stare that thing in the face. Say, yeah, I acknowledge this, but we ain't about to do it. We got other stuff to do, right? We got other stuff to do. Confirmation. So now that the air has been cleared, we can get back to business. Spirit is in the building. Soul Tribe family is in the building. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Let's do this. Right? So, I got a card over here that's just hanging off. I'd like to thank everybody for their energetic contribution. Now, these cards are the Angel and Demon. It's the Angel and Demon Oracle, right? And after Spirit motioned to me, right? And I was, the whole balance thing with shadow, the balance thing with shadow. Spirit told me that we were definitely going to use this deck today. However, as I was getting everything situated, it would seem as though our first card has been picked for us, right? It would seem as though our first card has been picked for us. So what we have, it looks like the number 48. The number 48, it says Michael. It says fertility and fruitfulness. Fertility and fruitfulness. Okay, that's good. And on the flip side, on the demon side, it says luxury. And I remember confirmation. I remember picking this card before, and the energy threw me. The energy threw me. But now it's like luxury is hitting me in a different way. Luxury is hitting me like you don't have the luxury to try to ignore your shadow. You don't have the luxury to act like you don't have things that you need to do in order to get to where you need to go. You don't have the luxury to sit around. You don't have the luxury to overindulge. You don't have the luxury to be doing these things right now. And if you can conquer that, then fertility and fruitfulness, which is abundance, is what you have to look forward to. The number 48 being significant, you could be 48 years old. You don't have to be. You could have a relative who was born in 1948. This relative could still be on this plane of existence with you, or they could have been crossed over already. Take it as it resonates, right? Also, the number 12 being significant. We are in the month of December. We are currently in Sagittarius energy, right? 12 disciples. 1 and 2 equals 3, which is basically the energy of creation, right? Because 1 plus 1 equals 3. Man plus woman equals child. And when you have child, you have 3. Yeah. Okay. Right? But however, 12 being significant, Christ energy, Christos energy, right? And the Christos energy and the ability to see God inside of all creation. The ability to see God inside of all of creation, right? Yeah. The ability to see God inside of all of creation. That is wow. That's a magical thing. And so we have the lion. We got a mighty lion. We got Leo, right? So again, that's that confident energy. That's that life force energy. Someone could be possibly, you could be possibly having a baby. Someone could be having a baby, right? It's like that life force energy. Or someone could be trying to have a baby. Wow. That was wow, right? Yeah, it was just like someone could be trying to have a baby, right? And again, So yeah, someone could be trying to have a baby. I've heard somebody like doing a rah type thing. So some male could be trying to have a baby. So if you're a female out there and you're not trying to have a baby, just be careful, because it sounds like someone is like, and they're trying to have a baby. Yeah, they're putting their all into it, and they're putting their all into you. They're putting their all into it, and they're putting it all into you. I'm just a conduit. I'm just a conduit. For real. So also we have, okay, so Mars energy. So yeah, that could be where that sexual energy is coming from. We have Mars energy, right? Mars is connected to Aries, excuse me. Mars is connected to Aries, right? But Mars is that confirmation. Mars is the adventure seeker. Mars is the adventure seeker. That Mars energy is like jumping off of a building, like parachute, yeah, bungee diving, like driving a jet. You know, like that Aries energy is literal thrill seeker, right? They're leading the charge. They're leading the charge, right? God of War energy, leading the charge with enthusiasm. It's like they ready to get it on, right? They're ready to get it on. So that energy is for whoever this read is for. And we got a combination of confidence with that momentum, with that spiritual momentum. Again, whoever you are, 4-3 in the chat as I speak it, whoever you are, it's like you are so sure of yourself. Holy shit. Like they said, you are very sure of yourself. Like literally, like you are very sure of yourself. Like spirit is hitting me like you are very sure of yourself. Whoever this read is for, you are very sure of yourself. Yeah. And it's noticeable. Yeah. Yeah. People notice it. Confirmation. People notice it. Yeah, you are very sure of yourself, and people are taking notice. 3-3 in the chat as I speak it. Soulmate says extremely. You better believe it. That's why you my soulmate. I love you, bro. I love you. I love you, soulmate. I love you. Mystical Mother Love in the building. I love you. I love you, babe. I love you, babe. Spirits, I love you, babe. Let's get it. Let's get it, right? Are we ready? Did we do that right? We got the lion-hearted energy. So what is this saying? Okay, so we got the number 9, balancing the duality, the light and the shadow. Just be careful that your ego don't come up and do the tap dance. Be confident in what you're doing. Be confident in what you're doing, because you have the momentum of your spirit. You have the momentum of your passion, and your creativity is out of control. Your intuitive abilities are at a heightened sense of awareness. I'm also looking at Mercury confirmation, which is connected to Virgo and ascending lunar node, right? That's just the angle of the dice right now. That's the angle of the dice right now, but Spirit told me to pay attention. Yeah, so Mercury is connected to Gemini and Virgo. Gemini and Virgo. We're in Gemini energy right now. Gemini is the master communicator. So all of those things that you need to speak about, all of those people that you need to call on the phone, now is a good time to do that. If you haven't spoken to your peoples, and I don't know who your peoples are, but your peoples, you haven't spoken to your peoples, now would be a good time to do that. Now would be a good time to do that, right? And with the number 9, you're closing out cycles, and it's like, so 9 is very peculiar. It's a very interesting number, because it holds the energy of right before, like you're closing out the cycle, or you're just about to close out the cycle. But 9 also symbolizes the birth of a new cycle. So when you're in that number 9 energy, that's that manifestation energy. And in a old cycle, the old has to fall away in order for you to pick up the new, right? You can't fill up your cup with 5-dimensional abundance if you're still stuck in a 3rd dimensional existence. You can't fill up your cup with 5th dimensional abundance if you are still trapped in a 3rd dimensional existence. Thank you, Spirit. So as I move the dice, we got some more coming. We got some more jumped out, right? We got some more jumped out. And we had ascending lunar node earlier, but we got Cancer and Pluto. So that is Cancer and Scorpio energy stepping onto the platform. Cancer and Scorpio energy, right? Yeah. Spirit say, ooh, call your brother. I gotta call my brother. So very significant for us all. This is the balance that we all seek. This is the balance that we all seek, right? This is the balance that we all seek, right? I love y'all. We gonna get it. This is duality. This is the light and the shadow, right? You gotta just, you gotta chase your shadow away with your light. And your shadow said, and I'm gonna chase your light away. What? You see how spirit be? They be on it. They be on it. I love them. I love you, Spirit. Oh, what's up, man? Hey, it's okay. Everything's okay. It's okay. I'm right here. It's okay. It's okay, man. It's okay. Chevy says hi. Chevy would like to say hi to you all. Right? That was his hi. Y'all didn't hear him? He said, that's my guy, man. That's my guy. I love that dog. And he know it. Oh, yeah, he know it. Don't you? Don't you know it? Don't you know it? Don't you know it, man? I love you. I love you, Chevy. Spirit say, let's get these messages. Let's get these messages. I got it back in the 90s. I had no clue what it meant at the time, was just drawn. Yeah, your spirit knew what it meant. You better believe that. You better believe that. Key, the spiritual one. I can feel your energy. Love blast. I felt it. Yeah, you got good energy. Key, the spiritual one. Confirmation. For sure. Like I feel like a chill throughout my entire body. Just by acknowledging your name and reading what you just said. Yeah, spirit verifies you. Key the spiritual one, for sure. Soul Tribe family in the building. Soul Tribe family in the building. What the matter is, don't be just whining for no reason, man. Bismillah. All right. think he just want to go out and play. Greetings, Soul Tribe family in the building. I love you all. All right. So let's see. What's the past energy? Yeah. Let's see what the past energy is. Check it out. Check it out. The past energy. Yeah, we got the seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is connected to Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn energy. The number 7 could be significant. You could have been born on the 7th of any particular month, or you could have been born in July, right? But no longer, again, like I said, no longer are you questioning your abundance. No longer are you questioning. Yeah, it's like you stopped questioning your abundance, right? This is you in the past. This is how you was looking at. You ain't really know if what you was seeing was really what you was seing, right? You ain't know if your psychic abilities was really enhancing, right? Or if you was, kind of just imagining things. You look at, you was like, what? God, that's what all for me, God? That's all for me, God? Yeah. And now, like, this is the past, right? So now, you're no longer in that energy. Yeah, the Seven of Pentacles, right? You may have been questioning the level of success that these seeds that you had planted, that these seeds that you have been planting, you may have questioned the level of success. Oh no, Key the Spiritual One, thank you. Thank you for your energetic contribution. Trust me, the pleasure is all mine. The pleasure is all mine. And the honor, thank you, Spirit, the honor is all mine. I am honored. I am honored to be in your energy. And I acknowledge the divinity within you. I acknowledge the divinity. Let me go get my baby. I don't know what he's doing out there. 7-3 in the chat as I speak it, closing out these cycles. Closing these cycles, y'all. He just wanted some tension. He just wanted some tension. Yeah, we got the seven of Pentacles, right? You might have been questioning the level of yield. Yes. You might have been questioning the yield on all of these seeds of gratitude that you have been planting with the universe, right? All of these seeds of gratitude that you have been planting, you may have been questioning their ability to produce any fruit, question their ability to produce any confirmation, any life force, any abundance, any wealth, right? Right? Because you couldn't see it's like you couldn't see the final outcome. Yeah, the Moon card. Yeah, it was hidden. It was like, you just kind of second guessing things, questioning if you were crazy or not. Yeah, the Moon card is connected to Pisces. However, the Moon is connected to Cancer energy. The Moon is directly connected to Cancer energy. So the Moon is also connected to Cancer. And as you guys notice, the Moon card is the number what, right? The number 18. So 8 plus 1, there goes that number 9 again. Thank you, Spirit. I appreciate you. Thank you, Spirit. I appreciate you. Yeah, so we have the moon card confirming the message from Spirit that you didn't realize that it was going to produce this type of yield, right? And yeah, you didn't realize it. There were some illusions being placed in your way. Thank you, Spirit. There were some illusions being placed in your way, right? You had some people in your space who were trying to confuse you. Sadly enough, you had some people in your space who were trying to keep you in the dark. Thank you, Spirit. But it's like, okay, now this person who was trying to keep you in the dark, they could have this person could have been a higher up, they could have been a supervisor, but you are now in this energy. You are now in this boss energy again. As the read states, I, self, Lord, and Master. You are starting to realize that you are the only savior that is coming to save you. Confirmation. Growing pot, harvesting mushrooms, hippie energy. Whoever you are a hippie and you know it, and it's okay. Whoever you are a hippie and you know it, or you used to be one. Sunshine. We got the sunshine again. You know, all shall be revealed in due time. So whatever this was that was hidden from you, whatever this was that was causing you confusion, again, like I tell you, this is a thing of the past. This is a thing of the past. Yeah, because the sunshine is here now, and that is connected to Leo energy. The sun is connected to Leo energy. That's a double down on Leo. That's a double down on the sun energy. That's a double down on this confident energy that you're in, this energy of clarity, right? Because the sun makes it easier for you to see, right? The sun makes it easier for you to see. You had to shed some light on the darkness that was concealing your full potential. Thank you, Spirit. You had to shed some light on the darkness that was concealing your full potential. You had to shed some light on the darkness that was concealing your full potential. And you needed the sunshine in order to do that. You needed the sunshine in order to do that. We got the sunshine coming out confirming the 7 of Pentacles in the moon card. You know it only makes sense because you're in tune with the moon and you are at one with the sun, whoever this read is for. You are in tune with the moon and you are at one with the sun. And that's why whatever it was that was being concealed, whatever it was that was causing you confusion, it was only a temporary thing and it's not going to be able to last. But what is going to be able to last is this 7 of Pentacles. This is something that is yearly. This is something that is like, this is annual, right? This is annual. And with the year coming to a close, this is definitely annual. This is telling annual, right? Keep coming back annual. Keep coming in annual. Annual. Okay. I get it, right? Oh, okay. So we got the moon. So in order to clarify or to confirm, thank you, Spirit. In order to clarify and confirm, and maybe even elaborate on this moon and this 7 of Pentacles energy, we are going to pull from the Mystic Moon Oracle deck. And it's only right? Because we just went into the Sufism, right? And Sufism is basically a mystical Muslim, a mystical Islamic. So, you know that part, right? And so whoever you are, you could be a bit of a mystic. Take it as it resonates. You could be a bit of a mystic yourself. Your parents could be mystics, right? Don't have to be. Don't have to be. Take it as it resonates. And if it doesn't resonate, just leave it. It's okay. It's okay. Just grab what does. Just grab what does, right? So we got new moon in Leo and full moon in Scorpio. And we got a full moon coming up, y'all. So, we got a full moon coming up. It might be tonight or it might be tomorrow. I'm not sure. And I am on the Magical Moonchild channel, and that is something I need to know. Thank you, Spirit. I'm on the Magical Moonchild channel, and that is something that I need to know. That's something that I need to be knowing. It's today. Thank you, Mystical Mother Love 1111. I love you. So it says new moon in Leo. The star's power. Step into your personal power and let your creativity shine, harnessing the bold energy of Leo. And the number 25 being significant. Now that's coming out confirming the 7 of Pentacles, right? So the 25 is definitely significant for the 7 of Pentacles. However, you could be 25 years old, don't have to be. You could have been 25 years of age when you had your first spiritual awakening. 4-4 in the chat as I speak it. Thank you, Spirit. Also, full moon in Leo, the mystical depths, again with the mystical. So we got the mystical Mother Love 1111, they are singing your song. Mystical Mother Love 1111, they are singing your song. Connect with your inner spirit, connect with your inner mystic, Connect with your inner mystic and delve deep into your subconscious, using the full moon's illumination to shed light on the hidden aspects of your life. The number 32 being of some significance for someone, right? Scorpio in the building, Scorpio energy in the building. Scorpio, I love you. You are the leader of the water signs, right? You're the leader of the water signs. And I salute you, right? And I salute you. I'm happy to be in the family with you. I'm happy to be in the family with you. Right? But full moon in Scorpio, right? So connect with your inner mystic and delve deep into your subconscious, right? It's like the dark night of the soul thing, yeah, maybe, but it's like I keep hearing somebody say, "Ooh, I just need a spiritual bath and a bag of magical mushrooms." Yeah, I just heard somebody say, "I need a spiritual bath and a bag of magical mushrooms." Yeah, because that's what mystics do. Yeah, because that's what mystics do. By any means necessary, the mystic. By any means necessary, the mystic is in search of an experience, a direct experience with God, a direct experience of God. Thank you, Spirit. We're gonna go one more off the moon. Bismillah. All right. Full moon in Leo. I can't make it up, y'all. Yeah, full moon in Leo. Spirit told me to go one more, and I'm glad. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Spirit. I have nothing but gratitude. I'm humbled beyond words. I'm humbled beyond words. As a matter of fact, after I read this card, I have to take care of something important. Full moon in Leo, the lion's roar. Embrace your inner confirmation. Embrace your inner lion and express yourself with confidence and courage, using the full moon's illumination to showcase your talents. The number 28 being significant. The number 28 being significant. You could have been born on the 28th of any particular month. You could have had a loved one cross over on the 28th of any particular month. Take it as it resonates. You could have had a loved one who has crossed over, who had a birthday on the 28th of any particular month. Take it as it resonates. Right? Okay, so the lion's roar. Embrace your inner lion and express yourself with confidence. Express yourself with confidence. It came out in the dice, right? It came out in the dice. Thank you, Spirit. Courage, using the full moon's illumination to showcase your talents. Using the full moon's illumination to showcase your talents. So whoever this read is for, utilize the strength of that full moon. Whatever it is that you do, maybe you need to do something tonight under the full moon, specifically. Right? Real quick, y'all. Give me one. Yeah. Real quick, y'all. I just want to show some gratitude. Oh, Spirit said, get a cup of water. Get a cup of water for your ancestors. Get a cup of water for your ancestors. Give them one of these too. Yeah, because they be helping me all the time. Right? And now usually I go for, because what I found about these is, you can't leave them up there too long. So the apples be better, but I'm just gonna give them this, and when they done with it, I just do away with it. But Bismillah, it's to the ancestors. Here's a cup of water. For the ancestors who assist us with these reads every time I do a read. So thank you. Now calling my highest self. Confirmation. Now calling my highest self. I just need you to know that I love you and that I appreciate you. Everything. All of the assistance. All of the guidance. I thank you for guiding me, protecting me, and blessing me beyond measure. I release all fear, doubt, and worry. I trust in divine order. God's power flows through me. I speak, think, and act with divine authority. And so it is. Also, O cosmic birther of all radiance and vibration, soften the ground of our being and carve out a space within us where your presence can abide. Fill us with your creativity so that we may be empowered to bear the fruit of your mission. Let each of our actions bear fruit in accordance with our desire. Endow us with the wisdom to produce and share what each being needs to grow and flourish. Untie the tangled threads of destiny that bind us as we release others from the entanglement of past mistakes. Do not let us be seduced by that which would divert us from our true purpose, but illuminate the opportunities of the present moment. Through you are the ground, the fruitful vision. Through you are the ground and the fruitful vision, the birth power and the fulfillment, as all is gathered and made whole once again. And so it is. Allahu Akbar. Bismillah. He said, where is the coffee? So, I don't drink coffee. This is orange juice with white Minga kratom, which is an all-natural supplement. This is like my coffee. I used to drink coffee, but coffee for me, the only reason I stopped drinking coffee was because of the crash, right? Oh, wow. I love you so much. Oh, wow. I love you so much. Wow. Steel sharpens steel. We hold each other up and we lift each other up. That's what Soul Tribe family is for. And I love you. I love you all. I love you, Mahila, who knows? I love you, Mahila, who knows? I love you. Yes, I love you. Bismillah. Okay. Now we get to it. Now we get to it. Oh, I love when they come down. I love when they come out like this. Right? I love when they come out like this. Oh, no. It's more to the, it's more in the reverse. It's just a little bit in the reverse. See, that's my construction. That's my construction eye. No. Yeah. That's my construction eye. So it's coming out in the reverse. The Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. So whoever this read is for, again, like I said, so the Knight of Pentacles in the upright is like a slower moving type of thing, right? It's like the knight is all of a sudden taking its time. All the other knights, they symbolize speed. They symbolize expedient action, right? But the Knight of Pentacles, it's got this slower energy on it, right? 4-4 in the chat as I speak it. So whoever this read is for is like, with it being in the reverse, you're no longer taking your time. You're no longer waiting. Yeah, it's like it's like, okay. So this is what I'm getting, y'all. The Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles usually moves like this. It usually moves slow like this. Like, just gonna take my time and do it like. And now it's like, whoever this read is for, you're in this energy to where it's like you don't want to go that slow anymore. Now you're in this energy to where you're like, okay, no, I gotta do this, and come on, let me get this done. I got some things I need to do financially. Yeah. So whoever you are, you're starting to pick up a little bit of speed with what direction you are going in. You're starting to pick up a little bit of speed with what direction you are going in as far as your finances. And you could be in the space to where your finances are unstable. Also, with it being in the reverse, like your finances could be in an unstable type of energy, right? You could be on the off season. Maybe you're a tradesman on the off season, take it as it resonates. Maybe you've been laid off, take it as it resonates, right? Maybe your factory is temporarily closed down, or maybe you are on some type of break, right? If you're on vacation, you're okay, but maybe you are unemployed, right? And you're only getting half of what you used to get, or maybe this is your first year. Maybe this is your first year on disability, and you're only getting a quarter or 3/4 of what you used to get, right? But whoever this read is for, your finances may be going through a short period of instability. A short period of instability because it's like starting to pick up. It's going to start to pick up. Yeah, because the Pentacles is, again, it's usually a slow moving type of thing. But with it being in reverse, even though your finances are currently imbalanced, they're going to be picking up a little bit of momentum. They're not going to continue to, do the slow thing. Take it as it resonates. So, clarifying that, what we got this week. You are unsatisfied with the progress. You are unsatisfied with where you are at in life. Maybe yes, okay. So you're in a space. You're in a space, whoever this read is for, to where you're no longer, willing to sit back and watch your life happen. Thank you, Spirit. You're no longer willing to sit back and watch your life happen. Again, the Pentacles being connected to Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn, which is balance, structure, harmony, right? Finance and material. The balance of, and that came, oh man, so that was at the beginning of the read, what Spirit motioned me to read, right? But whoever you are unsatisfied. You're not satisfied, right? And you're okay. So it's like, yeah, you're not feeling it. The Six of Cups in reverse. You're not satisfied. So you're feeling like your cup is okay. You're emptying your cup also. And God, the universe is emptying your cup. You see, this is the Six of Cups in reverse, but you see how that cup, and you see how fast everything is coming out of that cup? Yeah, you're emptying your cup because God is getting you ready to have these cups filled up again. You see how it's going in rotation, right? But whoever you are not satisfied. You're not satisfied with your job. You're not satisfied with where you're at. You're not satisfied with your location. Thank you, Spirit. You're not satisfied with your job. You're not satisfied with where you're living. You could be living in someone else's space, right? You could be in a position to where this is not your house. You could be in a position to where this is not your house. And that could definitely well be the reason why you're feeling this unsatisfaction. That could definitely be the reason why you're feeling like you can no longer sit back and watch your life happen. Someone is taking action. Someone is taking action towards their finances. Return to sender. What goes around comes around. Return to sender. What goes around comes around. So if someone, this again with the 6 of Cups in reverse, it's also like, even though you are unsatisfied, you heal from that, right? Even though you unsatisfied, it's like you don't really like show it, I want to say, as much. Okay, so you don't show it as much. Like you could be seriously super unsatisfied, but you don't show it that much. So like that, take it as it resonates. 2 heads are better than 1. So whatever it is with this taking action, not sitting back watching your life happen anymore, maybe you've got some assistance with that. Maybe you are in the position to where you are going to receive assistance with that in the future. Yeah, I'm seeing, somebody just said, I just needed some help getting on my feet real quick. I just needed a little help getting on my feet real quick. So whoever you are, whoever this read is for, you could legit be in a situation to where you are in someone else's living space and you need help getting on your feet, or you just needed help getting on your feet and now you're good, or you just need, or now you need it. No, I just needed help getting on my feet real quick. So yeah, whoever this read is for, whoever is helping you, whatever space you're in, you're going to get the opportunity to get out of that space, confirmation, and get your own. You just needed help getting on your feet real quick. Thank you, Spirit. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. Pray that it isn't a train, right? And again, I leave this in here. As a reminder. Read it again, family. We're going to read it slow. There is a light at the end of the tunnel, right? Now, your highest self, right? The optimistic, the positive you stop there, right? But sometimes we allow those lower vibrational energies into our space to cloud our judgment, right? Pray that it isn't a train. That is a spin that some people put on this, right? Pray that it isn't a train. There's a light at the end of the tunnel, but pray that it isn't a train. So this is a reminder for us not to energetically shoot ourselves in the foot with negative talk that will derail our beautiful manifestations, that will deter the shenanigans out of our affirmations. Thank you, Spirit. Deter the shenanigans. Okay. Right? So we're gonna do. So we got, okay, so we got that. Let's do unsatisfied, right? Unsatisfied and the Knight of Pentacles. We're gonna go with that. satisfied in the Knight of Pentacles. We're going to go with this. The Naughty Oracle. The Naughty Oracle. Let's see what the Naughty Oracle has to say, y'all. Bismillah. See what the Naughty Oracle has to say. Y'all see that Q&A? They ain't hitting us with that Q&A. They's like, no more highlights for you, baby. We're not highlighting that. Dickweed death. New beginnings are needed, right? The number 11. The number 11 being significant. Mystical mother love. The number 11 being significant. So dickweed death. New beginnings are needed. So whoever this read is for, you could have had an episode, right? You could have had an episode to where your shadow came out to play. Your shadow did a whole tap dance and shit while you were on the stage. Yeah, dickweed death. New beginnings are needed. So, kill that noise and, get back on your path to ascension. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Fucking Mercury retrograde. Time to take personal responsibility. Again, be humble. Be humble and apologize when you disrupt the frequency of the household. Be humble and apologize when you disrespect somebody. Be humble and apologize. It's okay when you make a mistake. The number 19 being significant, you could have been born on the 19th of any particular month. Take it as it resonates. Or you could have been born on the 10th of any particular month with 9 and 1 equaling out to 10. But whoever this read is for, there's a need for you to close this cycle out. This fucking Mercury retrograde, right? Virgo energy, Gemini energy, significant, right? With Mercury being significant, right? But whoever you are, just look at you. You magical. So, be magical. Yeah, be magical. We're going to go one more on this. Okay. Unicorn shit fight. Ground yourself now. The number 40 being significant, right? So if you could have recently maybe had a back and forth with somebody. You could have recently had a situation to where you allow someone to disrupt or you allow someone to upset you. And maybe someone allowed you to upset them. Yeah, it's like a unicorn shit fight because y'all both magical. And y'all wasn't even supposed to be doing that, right? It's like, what the fuck? Is that two unicorns fighting? Are those two unicorns fucking... I didn't know unicorns fought each other. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, like y'all two magical beings. And it don't even look right. That shit don't even look right. Thank you, Spirit. That was fucking sweet. I got some really, really love blast, mushy, sweet energy. Like, seriously. It was like kids fighting and then hugging. Yeah. It was like two kids fighting and then hugging and like sharing candy and shit. That's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. Woo! Okay. Bismillah. Look. This the hidden influence, right? This that Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. This that lion-hearted. This that lion-hearted. Yeah. Look how awesome you is. Like second, ain't no need to second guess them plans, family. You got assistance, and that light at the end of the tunnel, it is not a train. I promise. Yeah, you got the whole world in your hand. The number 2 also being significant. The Roman numeral, the Roman numeral number 2, right? Significant for Gemini. And the duality, the balance of the energies, the balance of the light and shadow, right? You gonna be all right, family. You gonna be all right. You got the whole world in your hand. 4-4 energy, 4-4 in the chat as I speak it, right? Whoever you are, you got the potential to change the world. You got the potential to change the world because you are a chosen one, and you have made, and you have chosen, you have been chosen, and you are choosing. Yes, you are choosing. You have been chosen, you are choosing. We are not alone. We are not alone. Yeah, so there is a collective raising of the consciousness, and you are a part of that. You are chosen, but there are many chosen, and there are many chosen ones in your space. If you are on this live read right now, you are chosen. You are chosen because you have made the choice to choose love, and that is what it takes to be one of the chosen. I promise, right? The 2 of Wands, that's Sagittarius energy, that's willing to do what it takes in order to get where you gotta go. Yeah, that's willing to do what it takes to get to where you gotta go. You are making decisions based solely upon your spirit. You are making decisions based solely upon your spirit, right? Submission to the will of God. Submission to the will of God, right? The will of God, that's God energy. You got the whole world in your hand. I, self, Lord, and Master. Confirmation. I, self, Lord, and Master. Whoever this read is for, the hidden influence. Yeah, you got ancestors. You got help. You got help, and you got your soul tribe family assisting you. You got your soul tribe family assisting you. You might not realize it right now, but oh my goodness, you got a lot of people rooting for you, sis. You have a lot of people rooting for you, bro, and they are sending positive energy your way. They are sending abundant energy your way. They are sending goodwill. They're sending goodwill in your direction. Yeah. Those seeds that you planted, those seeds of gratitude and those seeds of good deeds, right? All of that high vibrational assistance that you assisted with, all that high vibrational assistance that you assisted with. Yeah. So we have clarifying the 2 of Wands. We have the speed. We have the speed in reverse, right? We have the speed in reverse. So this is hidden influence. This is the 8 of Wands. So we got the 2 of Wands and we got the 8 of Wands, clarifying the 2 of Wands. 8 plus 2 is 10, right? Again, closing out that cycle. But all you needed to do was just slow down. All you needed to do was slow down and take your time. All you needed to do was slow down and pay attention. All you needed to do was slow down and make the decision. Make a choice. That's all you needed to do. You just had to slow down and make a choice. And when you slowed down and made that choice, it's like it reestablished your alignment with your divine destiny. Protect the auras and energy fields of Soul Tribe family. Heal their hearts, Holy Spirit. Nourish them and ease them. And so it is. This I affirm. That's the Mystical Mother Love 1111. Right? We got Soul Tribe in the building. Beautiful message. We are not alone. We got Soul Tribe in the building. I need y'all to know that these are our reads. This is not just my read. 777. Fullness. Completeness. Spiritual awakening. Divine intervention or good luck. Divine guidance. You are in harmony with the universe. Again, whoever you are, all you had to do was slow down and pay attention to spirit. And when you did that, you reestablished your alignment. Yeah, now you are in harmony with the universe yet once again. Yet once again. Sometimes we can fall from our frequency. Sometimes we can fall out of frequency. It is then up to us to take the necessary steps in order to repair the energies and realign with divinity. Repair the energies and realign with divinity. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, 777. Fullness, completeness, spiritual awakening, divine intervention or good luck. Divine intervention, or good luck and divine guidance. You are in harmony with the universe. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, you just had to slow down. Sometimes we get so wrapped up in it, right? Look to the birds of the air. For they not reap nor sow, nor gather in bams, and yet our Heavenly Father feeds them. You gotta know it. You gotta know it. Divine intervention. Divine intervention is what Mystical Mother Love 1111 is speaking of, right? Divine intervention. Confirmation, right? Never leave food on the table. Confirmation. Never leave food on the table. So again, that's this Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, you're no longer willing to tiptoe to the finish line. Holy shenanigans. You are no longer willing to. Somebody is putting some pep in their step. Somebody is putting some pep in their step. Right? Soul Sister is giving you the evil eye. You might have pissed somebody off. It's okay. It's okay. We can only control our own actions, right? So if somebody's pissed off, then they pissed off. It's okay. Yeah. They gonna have to get over it just like everybody else, right? Because again, confirmation alert, notification. It's my Instagram and it don't make no noise. Yeah, because we're all, we've all got to save ourselves. Yeah, God got you. You got to know that. Energy shift. Energy shift. Right? Energy shift. Yeah, that's what you gave this person that's giving you the evil eye. That's what you did right here when you slowed down. That's what the energy shift is, family. When you had to slow down so you can see what was going on. Because you was moving a little too fast and you wasn't paying attention. Yep, you wasn't paying attention to everything. You was paying attention to some things, but you was not paying attention to everything. Don't take everything personal. Don't take everything personal. Everything is not a personal attack on you. Right? It's not. Bismillah. Right? Listen. If the only obstacle that you got to overcome is this, man, you in good shape, right? The Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles. This is generational curse breaking wealth. Oh my God. Y'all know what this is? The only thing that you got to overcome is the fear of success. Oh my God. We got 3 pentacles out here. And therefore, your abundance is very important. And again, this is long-term abundance. This is not a quick hit. This is not a quick hit of abundance. This is talking about forever and ever and ever, right? The Ten of Pentacles is literally generational curse-breaking wealth. It's like the millionaire card. They literally refer to this as the millionaire's card. And abundance is not only financial wealth. However, financial security is very specific within this read, because you cannot be so far engulfed in your spiritual journey that you forget that the lights have to be kept on. You cannot be so far gone in your spiritual journey that you don't pay attention to the fact that food does not buy itself. You have to have balance. You have to have balance. It's okay to light sage and burn incense and burn candles and, and speak affirmations and have crystals and do all of these things. But if you ignore the rest of the things that it takes to sustain and reach your full potential, then you're going to be out of balance. And what does out of balance look like? Out of balance is out of balance. I promise you, all of the negative, low vibrational shit comes from being out of balance. Nothing, you are untouchable if you are completely balanced. Nah, I promise. Yeah, so it's just all about balance. And you cannot be so far in your spiritual journey that you forget that money is very, very necessary. Money is very, very necessary. Just like prayers. Prayers are very, very necessary too. But money is very, very necessary. And I'm not talking about praying for money, right? Because you got to put action. You got to put action behind ambition. You have to put action behind aspirations. You can aspire to be whatever you like. But if you don't put any actions behind it, then that's all that you will have is an aspiration. It will become a fantasy of yours. It will become a fantasy of yours, right? So the only thing that you have to overcome is money mismanagement, saving up funds, respect the dollar. Oh my God. Holy shit, man. Respect the dollar. Respect the dollar. Respect the dollar. You don't have to love the dollar. You don't have to worship the dollar. But by God, you have to respect the dollar. Because when you disrespect currency, when you disrespect the flow of currency will disrespect you. If you are repelled by the flow of energy, the flow of currency, confirmation, then currency gonna be repelled by you. Yeah, what the fuck? Stop for Allah. A stock for Allah. Yeah, no. Money matters. And you need to keep up with your money matters. Money matters, and you need to pay attention to your money matters. Money matters, and you need to take care of your business, and your money matters. Confirmation. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah. Let the currency flow. You better say that. Let the currency flow. We gonna let it drop. We gonna let it drop. Yeah, get out your feelings. Get out your feelings. Get out your feelings. The queen of cups in reverse, right? Get out your feelings and get up off your ass. Yo, like, I don't know, because it's like, I'm not trying to be, disrespectful or mean or anything like that. But whoever this read is for, no. Yeah, because that's going to cause you to miss your abundance. That's going to cause you to miss these opportunities to break these generational curses and to solidify yourself financially for life, with you sitting over there in your feelings. That is no. Yeah, we can listen. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Listen. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Listen. They keep saying listen. We gonna have to deal with that shit some other time. No, not bottle your feelings up or none of this stuff like that. But you can't be so far in your feelings that you miss opportunities of abundance. You can't be so far in your feelings that you miss the opportunity to break these generational curses. You can't be so far in your feelings that you disrespect the dollar. Respect the dollar. Respect the dollar and pay attention. Respect the dollar and pay attention. Okay. Confirmation. Respect the dollar and pay attention. Liar, swindler, scheme or con, wannabe pimp, scoundrel energy. Wannabe pimp, scoundrel energy. Get out your feelings. Don't let nobody talk you out your abundance. Right? What I'm getting from this is, this is your conscious. This is your conscious. This is these feelings that you think that they're liars. Your feelings are lying to you. They're trying to swindle you out of your abundance. Yeah, your feelings are trying to scheme you and con you out of your abundance. Don't let them. Don't let them. Get out of your feelings. Get out of your feelings, bro. Get out of your feelings, sis. Spirit say they're gonna fucking ruin everything. Yo, don't let your feelings talk you out of abundance. Yeah. Waking up on the wrong side of the bed, grouchy, moody, irritable, easily annoyed, in desperate need of an energy boost, right? This could be you. Yeah, because you in your feelings. Somebody give this girl a kiss. Somebody give this girl a hug. Somebody give this guy a hug. Somebody say, or an ice cream cone. Damn, that's how we playing. That's how we playing. We just gonna take advantage of the whole damn situation, huh? We just gonna take advantage of the whole damn situation. Confirmation, yup. Yeah, they say, or an ice cream cone. Like, oh shit, let me see what I can get. What? Wow. The pride comes before the fall. Look, don't let your feelings trick you. Don't let your emotions trick you into trapping yourself. Don't let your emotions trick you into trapping yourself and missing out on this opportunity of generational curse breaking, everlasting love and abundance. Everlasting love and abundance. Thank you, Spirit. 4-4 in the chat as I speak it. Oh man, if y'all still here, then I know y'all love me. And I love you just the same, right back. Yes, I love you just the same, right back. No joke. But Spirit say, we got to take our time and get these messages out, right? Yeah, Spirit motioned me. They told me to take off my tennis shoes and put these on. Now I only wear these in the house, but they was like, "Yeah, you too uptight. You got to fucking relax, bro." That's literally. They was like, "You got to fucking relax, bro." No joke. No joke. There you go. There you go. There he go. Yeah. So people are seeing you in this energy. We got the 9 of cups. We got the 9 of cups, right? So whoever you are, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, I love you, Pisces. My intuitive Pisces. Yeah. I love you, Pisces. You like literally, I'm Cancer, so we like peas in the pod. And we love each other's energy, right? But the 9 of cups, the 9 of cups, 5-4 in the chat as I speak it. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit be like, pay attention. Did you see? Did you look? I got you up there. I'm holding you down. Key the spiritual one. That's what's up. My Pisces companion. So the 9 of cups, your peers and your colleagues are seeing you in this energy. This is the energy of completely submitting to the will of God. You see how this character is got their arms crossed and they're sitting down. That's a vulnerable position. That's a vulnerable position to be sitting in, right? Because you can't defend yourself. But there's no need to defend yourself when you are content. There's no need to defend yourself when you have submitted to the will of God, because God will defend you. I promise. Yeah, God will defend you. That's just the way that it goes, right? The Nine of Cups, this is your hard work starting to pay off. This is you finally this is you finally starting to give yourself a break. This is you finally starting to you finally sat down. Okay. You finally sat down. Yeah, again, the Eight of Wands in reverse. Yeah, this energy shift had to slow you down just long enough for you to sit down and realize how much you have to be grateful for you to sit down and realize that, you know, you gotta love yourself. You gotta love yourself. You gotta be okay with being okay. Allahu Akbar. Yeah, you gotta be okay with being okay. So whoever this read is for, I'm picking up is like happy feelings. Happy feelings. Yeah, whoever this read is for, it's like confirmation. Whoever this read is for, your peers are looking at you and they see that you are visibly content. Now, you may not be again in a position to where you are living in your desired space. You could be oh wow, I love you. Yeah. Mahila who knows says, I'm Taurus, I was born slow and grounded. That is very very true about Tauruses being grounded. I'm not gonna say that's very true about Taurus being born grounded though. My best friend was a Taurus. He passed away. He's still with us. He assists us every single read. No worries. Yeah, he assists us every single read. Yeah, my friend. He say, this handsome fella right here. Yeah, he said this handsome fella right here. Derek Lavelle Grant Peterson. That handsome fella right there. Yeah, that handsome fella right there. Yeah, so we say the Nine of Cups, right? The Nine of Cups also symbolize the birth of something anew, right? The birth of something anew, right? So the Nine of Cups Nine of Cups, right? Okay, yes. This is also how your peers are seeing you. the priest in reverse, right? It's like the Hierophant in reverse. So whoever you are, whoever you are, you can have a platform. You can have some type of avenue to where you are preaching to people, or to where you are guiding people in some manner, to where you are teaching people in some manner. But you have your peers, you have a lot of your peers who are now looking at you like you are maybe out of control. Maybe you're you're a false. You have some people looking at you like you're a false prophet, right? Like you're a false prophet. Thank you, Spirit. But a prophet nonetheless. Yeah, but you got people in your space who are seeing you as this false prophet, but however, they're also seeing you in this energy to where you have submitted. Yeah, this is submission. I just keep hearing submission, right? Because like this, like you let it go. It's like let's see what happens. Right? Let's see what happens. Yeah, you may have had an episode whereas your shadow came and did a whole song and dance on your platform, or your shadow came and did a whole song and dance while you were at the pulpit, something like that. But it's got your peers viewing you in this priest in reverse energy, which is essentially the Hierophant. The number 5 being significant, right? Taurus energy. You could be a May Taurus, or you could have been a May Gemini. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, right? But yeah, they're looking at you like, wow. They didn't just do that. Wow. Yeah, you got people like, man, that guy's got the devil in him. Man, that lady, she's possessed. She's possessed. Yeah, I just heard she's possessed. Yo, I don't doubt it. Bismillah. Good things come to those who wait, right? And that's why you have surrendered. Because you just gonna see what happens next. Yeah, whoever you are, it's like your shadow could have came out of the play or whatever, and it's not the first time, but now you're in this energy to where you're like, oh, it's cool, I'm okay, I'm just gonna see what happens next. Good things come to those who wait. Right? Newborn baby, spiritual rebirth, positive, drastic change of lifestyle, job promotion, or college graduation. Job promotion or college graduation. Again, the 9 of Cups also is connected to that abundant energy, right? So whatever it is that you're birthing, oh, there you go. The 9 of Cups is literally referred to as the 9-month card, and it symbolizes newborn baby, spiritual rebirth. Thank you, Spirit. Spiritual rebirth, positive, drastic change of lifestyle, job promotion, or college graduation. Whoever you are, you know that everything is working out for your highest good. You know that you are sitting on the stool of your timeline of abundance. You are sitting on the stool inside of the timeline of your abundance. Thank you, Spirit. Right? You got 9 cups. They're all full. They're all full of abundance, right? And if you can see, he's sitting there, but the cups are out of his reach. The cups are out of his reach. They're just slightly out of his reach. And he is not visually paying attention to them. Like, he can't see them, but they're above his head. But you see the way he's sitting, he knows that the cups exist. That is the level of content that you currently hold. That is the energy that you are currently in. Your peers, they see that you are content, but they have no idea. They have no idea that you have 9 cups of abundance sitting over top of your head. And that is the reason why you are content. That is the reason why you have surrendered. Confirmation, right? That's the reason. Bringing sand to the beach, right? Again, now this is it's on the same energy of not leaving food on the table. Bringing sand to the beach, not leaving food on the table. It's like, yeah, I know the one back in the, when they like, oh, don't bring your girlfriend, don't take your girlfriend around other girls or whatever, right? This ain't that. Don't bring sand to the beach. Don't bring sand to the beach is like, don't bring sand to the beach is like, don't do too much of anything. Don't have too much of anything, right? Don't be too spiritual. Don't be too, materialistic, right? Don't bring sand to the beach. No bringing sand to the beach, right? Don't bring your Thank you, Spirit. Don't bring your problems to work. Don't bring your problems to work. Thank you, Spirit. So, which one we gonna do? Yeah. Let's go with this one. We gonna do the singles and relationships oracle. Just to check the energy on this 9 of Cups and this priest card, but this is the energy of your peers and how they see you. Too much work. You tell yourself it's too much work, but really it's an excuse not to get involved, right? Really it's an excuse not to get involved. You tell yourself it's too much work, but really it's an excuse not to get involved. Okay, so this, it's like this is referring to something that you some work that you may need to do, that you have been putting off. This could be a conversation that you need to have with somebody or something like that, but it's like work that you need to do, right? Are you really a loner, or are you afraid of loving someone who could hurt you, right? And you see this person is by themselves, right? Just sitting there and they're cool with being by themselves. So it's like Spirit is asking you, are you really a loner, or are you afraid of loving someone who could hurt you? Are you afraid of being vulnerable, basically? 9 of Cups energy. Pent up anger. Pent up anger. Thank you, Spirit. You have unresolved feelings from your past that make you resentful towards others. You have unresolved feelings towards your past that make you resentful towards others, right? From your past that makes you resentful towards others. That's your shadow. Your pent up anger is alive and kicking inside of your shadow. And whatever situation you may have had when your shadow came and did a little number, did a little tap dance all over your platform. That was because of this pent up anger and these unresolved feelings from your past that make you resentful towards others. You got some healing that you need to do. The healing process is a never-ending process. The healing process is a never-ending process. The beat goes on. Bismillah. The beat goes on, literally, right? So we got the two last cards. The first card is the Wheel of Fortune. The beat goes on. The Wheel of Fortune. The close of a cycle. The close of a cycle. The start of a new cycle, and your luck changing for the better. Your luck changing for the better. I know it might have been rough, right? But like I said, even though you can't see, even though this abundance is not visually right in front of you, it is with you. And when this cycle turns, anew, when this Wheel of Fortune turns, you're going to be good. You're going to be good. Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, all connected to this Wheel of Fortune card. Taurus, Leo, and Scorpio are all connected to this Wheel of Fortune card. Things are look brightening up, right? That's why we got the sun. That's why we got Leo. That's why we got this sunshine came out in the oracle, right? You may not have realized how abundant all of those seeds would flourish. You may have not realized how abundant all of those seeds would flourish, but all of the seeds of gratitude that you have planted, the Wheel of Fortune has arrived to show you that it was just growing. It was just growing underneath the soil, even though you couldn't see it. Even though you couldn't see it, right? You gotta stop being afraid of success. Yeah, you just have to stop being afraid of your success, right? The Three of Cups in reverse, right? The Three of Cups in reverse. Now that's coming out to clarify the Wheel of Fortune. And what I'm getting is the Wheel of Fortune is things turning over for the better. So what this is telling me is this lack of joy, this unsatisfaction, that is coming to a close. All of that is coming to a close. You are going to receive love. You're going to receive true joy. You're going to have true joy. Whatever it is that you are doing, it brings you true joy. It brings you true joy. Whatever it is that you are doing, it brings you true joy. And with the Wheel of Fortune coming to turn things over better for a new, this lack of joy, it is a thing of the past. Indeed, right? The Four of Wands. This is celebration. This is you finding your soul tribe family. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune comes to the Wheel of Fortune comes to close out a cycle, bring a new cycle, and bring good fortune. Yeah, and bring good fortune. So it's like the four wands, that's celebration. That's you finding your soul tribe. The four wands is going where everybody knows your name. Going where everybody knows your name. Going where you feel wanted. Being where you feel wanted and accepted, right? Where you can be yourself, where you don't have to hide, right? This is the final outcome. You are going to celebrate your victory with your soul tribe family and with the people who love you, with someone who actually needs to hear what you're saying, right? To someone who actually needs to hear what you're saying. You're going to, whatever this is that you're doing, right? You're going to find your soul tribe family and you're going to celebrate your abundance, confirmation. You're going to find your soul tribe family and you're going to celebrate your abundance. You got somebody doing some white magic to assist you. You got somebody doing some white magic to assist you. Take it as it resonates. Or you got somebody doing white magic in your soul tribe family. Take it as it resonates. What else? False evidence appearing real. False evidence appearing real. Fear is nothing more than false evidence appearing real, right? So when you embrace this fear and move, take action inside of your fear. Take action even though you are afraid, right? I know it can be a scary thing starting a new cycle. I know it can be a scary thing moving on and finding your true soul tribe, right? But whoever this read is for, you got to know that fear is only a figment of your imagination. And the fear of success, it is a liar. The fear of success is a liar, a swindler, a scheme or con, and a wannabe pimp. Don't listen to the fear of success. Don't listen to it. It is bullshit, and you are cosmic royalty. Yeah, it is bullshit, and you are cosmic royalty. Do not listen to the fear of success. It is not real. It is not real. Bismillah. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Four of Swords, you finally get some rest. You ain't got to keep trying to prove yourself. You don't have to keep trying to prove yourself. Your soul tribe is going to understand you. The people who are on your frequency are going to understand you. So all of the trying to convince others, all of the trying to receive validation from others, you need to give that a rest. And you need to rest. Yeah, you need to give that a rest and you need to rest. Okay, we got one more. We're going to pull from the Oracle of Visions. And this is order to, we're going to sum up, we're going to clarify that we're going to get confirmation and clarification on the entire read. Bismillah. One more. All right. All right. Spirit, talk to me. Bismillah. You are in harmony with the universe. This energy shift just kicked you back right into harmony with the universe, whoever you are. Fullness, completeness, spiritual awakening, divine intervention or good luck, and divine guidance. You are in harmony with the universe, right? You see how those animals are just like perched on her? She's got the nest on her bicep. There is a unicorn in the background who is not afraid. The unicorn being very significant, right? Spirit says, pay attention. You had a unicorn shit fight with someone who is equally as magical as you are. You know, cut that out. You are cosmic royalty, right? And you are in harmony. You are in harmony with the universe, right? So let's read this real quick. Let's see what this says real quick. Yeah. The number 23 being significant, the number 5 being significant for change. The number 5 being significant for change, right? 23. Okay. Providing shelter. 4 in the chat as I speak it. It says, home is a shelter from storms, all sorts of storms. Now that is a quote from William J. Bennett. It goes on to read, our relationship with the natural world is at its lowest ebb. That's that balance with the material and the spiritual. And as humans, we are becoming increasingly detached. Our physical lives may have been made more comfortable by our technical advances, but our spiritual lives may be diminished. A woman transforms her body with a symbolic tree as she offers support and safety to nature. The sincerity of her offer is accepted and returned with complete trust. A warm glow is generated from that interaction. In the distance, a unicorn notices and looks on approvingly, but ironically, there is a sad poignancy in his attention. Is it that this magical creature has seen so few of such acts? Despite the overall trend, there is hope in that we are at least aware of our damaging imprint and an increasing acknowledgement and desire to redress the imbalances. Right? So if you happen to fall out of frequency, just go inward. You know, ask your spirit for guidance and act accordingly. Do as you are told. If they tell you to apologize to someone, do as you are told. If they tell you to change your approach, do as you are told. If they tell you to do nothing, then do as you are told. This has been another magical production from the Magical Moonchild 444 Saga. I am your honorable and yet humbled host, son of a Sufi. And I love you. I love you all. Okay, Spirit telling me to do the rundown. Spirit is telling me to do the rundown. So we do as Spirit say. 4 in the chat as I speak it, the number 9 being significant. So we started to read out. You were second guessing, you know, acting like, you know, those seeds wasn't gonna grow, right? You was confused. You was confused, but the full moon is going to illuminate some things, and it's going to get you out of that energy. It's going to put you in a much more positive, more confident energy, right? Much more mystical energy. Thank you, Spirit. And the sun is going to shine on your consciousness, bringing this boss energy to life. Right? Also, whoever this read is for, you got tired of tippy-toeing to the finish line, and you put some pep in your step financially, and just doing certain things in order to get your finances situated, in order to respect the dollar, right? But you're not satisfied, and that's why you had to turn it up. You might have had a scuffle with a beautiful, majestic being in your space, right? And the energy shift caused you to slow down, help you to slow down and realize some things, confirmation. The only thing holding you back is the fear of success and you being in your feelings. Don't believe your feelings. They're lying to you. They're liars, schemes, and cons, right? Your peers are looking at you. They seeing you in this content energy, and they seeing you like a rebel. Like you don't do things traditionally. Like the traditional way, I don't know, it could be, and religious, right? This could be religious tradition. This could be religious doctrine. But whoever you are, you do things your own way. You do things your own way. You don't follow tradition. You don't follow ritual. You do things your own way. All right? The Nine of Cups energy again. Someone says rebirthing, spiritual rebirth, positive drastic change of lifestyle, newborn baby. Take it as it resonates. Take it as it resonates, right? But wherever you are, things are going to change for the better, and you will be receiving joy. Things are going to change for the better. You will be receiving some joy, right? You may go through a period of not having joy before you get it, but it's coming. The joy is coming. And the final card is this here. Celebration. Celebration. You just got to rest. You just got to get some rest. Right? You just got to get some rest. Because you are in harmony with the universe. You are in harmony with the universe, and you are someone who recognizes the fullness of God in all of its creation. I love you. I love you all. Assalamu alaikum.